Alright, so this is 315 just north of Columbus. Probably my favorite road going into campus. October 1st, homecoming game versus Rutgers. Cannot wait to get there. As you can see, the leaves are turning colors. Perfect fall day. Just a gorgeous road through here. Just past Delaware, Ohio. That's where Ohio Wesleyan University is. And this year in the Horseshoe, it's 100 years. Their first game that the Buckeyes ever played was against Ohio Wesleyan there in Delaware, Ohio. That's where my wife went to school. That's kind of interesting. 100 years. We're near Powell, Ohio. Then after that we'll be near Lewis Center, Ohio, and then Worthington, Ohio. And then Columbus proper. But this is just a gorgeous drive. There's a river over here on my left-hand side. I'll be reviewing this video when it's cold in Chicagoland, minus 30 degrees, you know, with wind chill. These are the kinds of days that I appreciate. Well, that and every day of summer. Yeah, so here it is, 315. If you've never come down this road, next time you're headed to Columbus, make sure you hit it up. Runs north to south, pretty much along State Road 23. Speed limit's a little bit slower, but it's well worth it, especially in the fall. Definitely my favorite road in Ohio. The neighborhoods that are along this road are very nice. Yeah, I was in Michigan yesterday, and Detroit definitely does not look like this. So you can see a little bit what Powell, Ohio looks like. Here's one of the neighborhoods along 315. Wish I would have cleaned my windshield a little bit better before this, but that's okay. be going over to the Ohio State University Airport. Definitely want to show you guys that and talk a little bit about what I did at the airport while I was here. It's always good to get back to Columbus. A lot of people heading to the game, heading to Ohio Stadium and surrounding establishments, I'm sure. Starts in about 2 hours, so it's 1:30. Kickoff is at 3:30. Buckeyes are favored by 39 points, so yeah, it should be a squeaker, but I've got a pretty good seat, and I am happy with that. Speaking of tickets, the website I recommend over Ticketmaster would be TickPick, and you don't pay any fees when you use that website. So TickPick, TickPick.com. Highly recommend.
At that point, as you well know, you know, but yeah, very, very interesting anniversary day.
But you know, the one last amazing thing for this is they built that in just a little bit over a year. They started the construction in August of 1921, and they were playing football in there in October of 1922. With all the rules and regulations today, I don't think you could do something like that in a year. Today,
OSHA has come along since then.
But they just went about their work, and it was a warm winter. And they sometimes had as many as 300 people a day working on the stadium. It was just a brilliant thing.
And what was the cost? How much did it cost?
$1.3 million. Well, it was budgeted for $1 million. It ended up costing $1.5 million. They had to borrow They raised $1 million from the public, and they eventually had to borrow $500,000. And then basically receipts from the games over so many years paid that off. They paid it off in 1928. 6 years after the stadium opened. What a blessing in disguise, because the great stock market crash of 1929 was just 1 year later, and it would have been hard to raise money then.
No doubt. All right, big guy, we start the month, October 1st. How's Ohio State perform?
Well, on October 1st, we're pretty good. We've got a record of, on October 1st, we've got a record of, let's see here.
You could just wing it.
Yeah, no,
Undefeated. They've never lost on October 1st.
No, on October 1st,
back to you.
We're 13-2.
All right, close.
13-2.
Enough.
Yeah.
You were out.
13-2.
By the way, you were outstanding last week. You had 56-17.
Yeah.
It was a 52-21, so you're right on it.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can do it again. Ohio State, a 39-point favorite with an over-under of 58.
Yeah, I know. During the week it was 42. I heard this morning it's down to 39. I think we will beat Rutgers by more than 39. I'm going to go by maybe 45 points.
Okay.
I'm going to go 55-10.
Wow.
You're right on it, man.
Hey, Jack, isn't it incredible that when Michigan built their stadium, they decided to make it the original Michigan Stadium? What can we design it as? They designed it as a block O. What do you think about that?
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
I like that.
Look at it, man.
Block O, yeah. 1927.
Yeah, exactly.
Good to see you, my man.
Good to see you guys. See you.
Thanks.
Be on the telephone next week.
That's right, bro.
Very good.
Yeah, first road trip, right?
First
All
road
right.
trip.
Good to see you, Jack Park,
Okay, buddy.
Ohio State historian, as always, giving us the education on Ohio State football on a very historic day in the stadium today. We will come back. We'll do a Sports Center update, get you caught up on the games going on right now. Come back with our keys to the game, and we're having a pretty good time out here. Hopefully you are as well. Game day coverage sponsored by Riker Kia on the.
So yeah, you heard a little bit from Ohio State's historian. I love listening to that guy. Incredible knowledge, and yeah, he could beat anybody in Ohio State trivia, hands down. Franklin County, home of Columbus, Ohio.
A tough game to talk about and break down because it's in my mind it's a battle of Ohio State versus Ohio State again. Just continuing to sharpen your sword, sharpen your craft, and you get better on an individual and a team atmosphere.
Yeah, here's what you know. Greg Schiano's some new looks today that they haven't seen from him from Rutgers on video. We'll see what good that does. We'll see if he does just sell out and come after C.J. Stroud like you were talking about, Anthony. You rob Peter to pay Paul, but boy, if you don't rob Peter, look out for Paul.
No, but you might get robbed regardless.
And then the other thing is, I expect Ohio State to definitely test their defensive front from the standpoint of running the ball on these guys because, I really like the give and take of Lightning and Thunder, Travion Henderson and Mayan Williams, and then maybe throwing in a little Dallin Hayden there into the mix too. I just think Ohio State's bound and determined to flex their muscles this year because people made so much fun of them in several key moments last year. So it's kind of like how long can Rutgers hang out? The other thing you have to worry about Rutgers, I was talking with Josh Proctor and some of these defensive players this week about it. They're gonna run some trick plays.
And Mayan Williams each going over 100. Rutgers can come in here and say, wait a minute, we're giving up 55 yards a game rushing.
Right.
I don't think we'll see if they can hang their hat on something like that. I mean, one of these guys might get that in the first quarter. You don't know.
You might get that on one run.
Right, or one run. So that's all. You're right. Jake said it right. The measurement against Ohio State is against themselves. And the key today is if the goal today is big win, big health, big depth,
Rutgers and an offensive line is playing this well because Iowa's offensive line, like we were talking about Wisconsin a while ago, Iowa's offensive line is also
continue on West Keys Road for 1 mile,
which you're not really used to seeing from Iowa. So I expect Ohio State to take care of business.
Yeah, you would hope so. You would hope that this is a team again that's overmatched against Ohio State, and like Jake says, the only thing you want to do is you want to kind of meet the moment like you would in any other game. That if this competitive edge, which Ryan Day has been touting, and they've been living up to it, if that exists, then it has to exist every week. It can't. They made a joke on Game Day today about, okay, they got this game, then they got the bye week, they got Michigan State, then a bye week, then Penn State, and then somebody kind of threw out, oh yeah, 3 bye weeks in a row. That's nice, and it made.
All right, here it is, the Ohio State University Airport. Fond memories of this place for sure. Was on the OSU flight team, and we competed against schools like Emory-Riddle, Michigan State. I was aviation management, so I was responsible for primarily the planning, getting everybody's approach control, departure control, frequencies, their expected airspeed, altitude, ground speed, fuel, emergency airports that you could land at if you had a problem. And America West and Southwest Airlines liked that so much they decided to hire me. But yeah, they primarily have Cessna 182s out here, maybe some 172s. Then they have some multi-engine planes as well. So this hasn't changed much out here since I've been out here. There it is. Go Bucks, go Flying Bucks right here. Yeah, I had great professors in the aviation department. Former NTSB chairwoman. Everyone out here definitely has a big passion for flying. Or if you want to run an airport or be an employee of an airline, you can't find a better aviation school other than maybe Embry-Riddle in Florida. But yeah, you can see some of the aircraft there, Cessnas. You just have to love that sign right there. First in Flight definitely is not North Carolina. Everybody forgets the Wright brothers from Dayton, Ohio. Go Buckeyes. All right, so Neal Avenue. A lot of the students live along here. We're approaching the campus now and gonna go park and head up to Skull Session if I can get in. We'll see if I can get into Skull Session. That's where Coach Day and the team and the band shows up. A lot of people starting to make their way to Ohio Stadium. You can see the campus straight ahead. All right, let's park this thing. Oh yeah, pandemonium. There it is, Varsity Club. Let's get to it.